guys, it's Cartoon Fox Guy, and today I am joined by a very special guest on the channel. We have Gold Bear Productions here.
Hi everybody, what's up? Gold Bear is actually making an appearance with Cartoon Fox Guy this time.
I know, finally. It's a very sun collab. This wasn't necessarily planned, but Clayton today had a friend reach out to him and showed him one picture that has now got me and Clayton gushing all over the place, because I was like, am I going to make this video solo like I did 3 days ago, or am I going to, we figured out, you know what, why don't we just record it together like this, and it would be way easier for me to edit, because there's a lot of cool stuff we're going to be showing you today. Today was like the day for a Jakks Bendy News video, because damn, they just released a ton of stuff, pictures just got released out of nowhere. So yeah, I think what we'll do is, because there's so much, and I do want to again thank Clayton for shooting this information to me, and Clayton's friend and all the people on Twitter. They will be credited in the video, so don't worry. I'll have their pictures on screen of where we're getting our sources from, but the initial source is from Clayton's friend and Clayton, so thank you guys so much for reaching out to me, Clayton specifically.
Yeah, no problem. I really wanted to get into this stuff because, I mean, once my friend sent it over to me, I was like, my head was just spinning. Like, there's no way. There's no way they're already out, but I guess they are. And I don't exactly know where these figures are out at right now, but probably somewhere in Canada.
I imagine so, just because it looks like the image is at Toys R Us. That's what it looks like, and based on the prices, looks like they have the figures there listed for, what, like $34.99 plus like tax, just
35.
So like 35 plus tax, and that's more like what we expect here in Canada, or I don't know, maybe the UK. It's not confirmed yet, I think, where these are. I can look into it after, but I think what we're gonna do, because there's so much information, and I'm gonna like have the image on screen so you know what is here and what was shown. I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with a lot of the soft goods first. So we're going to start with these little, like, pillow things. There's another picture here. I unfortunately don't know where this picture was from. Clayton sent it to me. I'm just going to say Clayton was the source. That's where I'm getting it from. But he sent over these pictures of what look like pillows. They're these really neat looking bendy head-shaped pillows. They look really cool. And you get kind of to choose. You get, like, a black and white version and a black and, like, sepia tone. So, do you have any thoughts on these?
From my buddy Bean Soup. I don't really know his YouTube name right now, but he told me, and I kind of agree with him. I think the plushie, like, it's printed again, like they did with the actual plushies. But all in all, I do think they're really cool, and I would love to have one, so hopefully I can get one.
Yeah, they do look really cool. I will admit, though, from what I'm seeing, it kind of looks like a mix of, what is it, printed on, and it actually looks like some of it might be embroidered. I don't know. It might just be by the way the picture looks, but, like, especially on the black and yellow one, I think that's what makes me more think, like, it actually does look embroidered. If you look at it later, you'll see what I mean, but it does look like it's actually sewn on rather than printed. Some of the stuff does look like it could be printed, but other than that, like, the yellow fabric doesn't look printed, at least. That looks like it is actually yellow fabric, but they do look really cool.
I'm assuming what he meant by that is maybe like the ink dripping down on his face. That's maybe what he was thinking about, but who knows? I mean, whether it's printed or not, it still looks pretty good. I mean, I'm not too picky on the printing. I mean, it's a cheap way to make stuff, but honestly, in my opinion, they look really cool, and I'd love to get one.
Yeah, I'm like the eyes and like even some of like the crack looking details. I do kind of like how they look kind of like they're damaged, and the ink dripping down. Those look really nice. I definitely would pick the yellow one. I don't know, they both look really cool. I think whether your preference is, they both look really cool. They're basically identical to each other. The only difference is the yellow compared to the white. But they do look really cool. I do really like them. I do assume they're going to be pillows. So for, I guess, younger Bendy fans, these would be really up your alley. Or just diehards like even me and Clayton.
So yeah, I guess we'll move on to the other plushies.
Yeah, we'll talk
We got-
about the plushies here.
We got Bendy and I'm assuming Boris this time around, but they're like black and white versions of them.
Yeah.
And I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if they're the exact same as like Wave 1, but they look a little bit different. They look a lot more cleaner than with all the like the other ones. They're all like got the stitch in the face and all that. I mean, these look kind of like clean versions of the plushies. They look really good in my opinion from what I see. But I mean, I'd have to see a better picture of them before I actually, you know, say, hey, these are like one of the best like plushies they've ever made.
Yeah, they're definitely the picture that we do, like what we are basing on. They are a bit covered, like you only get like a semi-weird shot of Boris. Bendy, you can see a little better. They do look really cool though. They almost look like they're a little bigger. Like Bendy looks like he's kind of huge. I can't tell. But I do like that this time they're kind of going with like a cartoon style. Kind of like what Fat Mojo did with their first waves. They're going with more of that like, not in-game look, but more like in-game cartoon look. So like what the animated toons would look like. You can see it like with the pockets and the black and white coloring. I do really like that they're actually going with that route for Wave 2. It is really cool. I'm hoping... Apparently one of the leaks was Edgar, but I almost wonder if like we are going to... I hope we honestly do get another Alice, so that way you can have like the first wave in the in-game looks, and then you can have like these plushies of these more 40s cartoon look to the characters. I do think these look really cool. Based on like what we're looking at right now, because again, like Clayton said, these are very like... It's the way the picture was taken. They're not the best looks. So yeah, we'll definitely need more looks at them, which I'm sure we'll see very soon, to get a better like judgment on them.
But that's all we got for plushies so far of Wave 2, obviously. But now we're kind of going to what looks to be like a 3-pack of vinyl figures.
Yeah, these look friggin' cool, dude. I love these. I know these aren't definitely going to be for everyone. These are definitely going to be either more targeted towards the younger folks, or again, diehards like me and Clayton and other Bendy fans. But other than that, these might not speak to every Bendy fan, but like, I do like the way these look. These are really cute. And I like that they're vinyl figures. At first, Clayton and me thought they might be like squished, like, I don't know what company does like the security breach, but like they do these like, you get like a bunch of them in a pack and like they're squishy, but I'm glad they're not. I'm glad they're like actual what looks like vinyl figures.
Well, at least they're not made by like they're not made by like Good Stuff or whatever that company is called, but I know what you're getting or talking about. Yeah, I think they're actual like plastic vinyl figures. They're not something that you can like squeeze like a squishy or anything.
Yeah, because those will stress, right? They stress out and at some point like no point, right? But these, what the box is saying, they are vinyl figures, so you don't have to worry about that. They will be. I don't know if they're going to be articulated. I'm going to say no. They do kind of look like they're going to be kind of like how Fat Mojo did them. They almost look like they'll be bigger than the Fat Mojo ones, but it does kind of remind me of that like 4-pack they released that I do own. But it's cool. I kind of almost wish they did maybe make it a 4-pack, but honestly, I don't mind the 3 because the figures do look nice. We are getting an Allison in this set, which is at least good for now. I think this will at least hold us over until they do give us our official, like, proper in-game Allison figure for maybe Wave 3, I don't know.
Hopefully.
They did make her kind of, they gave her a bit of that, like, toon look, which I think is kind of cool, though. I do actually think that is neat. It is kind of cute. They gave her, like, the cartoon-looking eyes. And then you got Tom. I do like that you get Tom and Allison in this. That's nice. So at least you'll have kind of like these two to match with each other. And then you do have little Toon Bendy, which I think is awesome. And it's in the same kind of style packaging as the action figures, which I think is also really neat.
So, yeah, I mean, they look really cute. And, I mean, in my opinion, they kind of look like the mystery minis that Funko makes. I don't know.
They kind of do, actually.
I think the mystery minis that Funko makes are a lot smaller than these, but I could be wrong. I mean, this is just a picture, so I really don't know how big they are, but yeah.
You're not wrong, though. So, I could see these being like, they do look very like Funko looking. Yeah, I actually do agree with you. Like, I could imagine these being like, what, like if Five Nights at Freddy's, Bendy Mystery Minis were to look like. I don't even know if Funko still owns the Bendy license, but honestly, I do think these are really cool.
Yeah, I like them, and I think I'll pick a pack. I might pick up 2 packs just to have one in the box and one out of the box, but who knows?
Yeah, I might do the same depending on their price here in Canada. But yeah, I do know for sure I will be buying these because I do think these look really cute. I do love the way they look. I'm always big on these cute little, like, chibi-looking versions of characters.
Right. So, do you want to get on the big part of this video?
Yeah, oh yeah. Because now we are so lucky. I'm happy I looked a bit more on Twitter before we did start recording this, because I was able to find someone else that I will have on screen. I don't know where this is from, but it looks like they go under the name Fire Path Animation, it looks like. So this is who I guess this image is from, but we'll start with her because we already did kind of get a look from the Tom fan on Twitter, but now we have a way better look at this figure. So we have the Alice Angel, the Twisted Alice figure, and we have a way better out-of-box look at it.
Yeah, and it looks sick.
Dude, I'll admit, me and Clayton were talking after I posted that video. We weren't trying to be too judgmental because it was a really, really crappy looking picture. It was so blurry, you could barely see it. It was in the box. But I was kind of like, the face looks off. And then you see it out of box here, and it looks way better. I'm like, my heart sank when I first saw it. Now I'm okay. This actually does look really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already dying for it. I want it now.
I'm like, I forget the one YouTuber. I'm like trying to think of his name. He's a big Bendy fan. He's like, there's a lot of jokes where he likes to simp over Twisted Alice. He's gonna be going hard for this figure.
Oh yeah.
Like, this does look really cool. Like, I like the messed up side of her face. It looks really gross and like all messed up. I like that she comes with her Tommy gun. That is so sick. And then for her background, you get like this really awesome looking vintage Alice poster. That looks so nice.
They should have done that with the other characters. Just gave them like a poster background. I think that would be a lot better than like just giving them like random pieces of the studio.
I would love,
in my opinion.
I actually would love that. Like, even if they did Boris, I think it'd be cool if they did like Boris and Sheep Songs, or if they did just a regular Boris figure. I would love to see more posters. I do agree with you. I think these look really cool. Just simple block shapes too. It's just very simple, and like you get the cool print on it. Definitely, I do agree.
But we do get your favorite character, and that would be Sammy Lawrence.
Oh yeah, I don't know if Sammy's my favorite, but he was probably one of the ones I was most excited for in this wave. Let's see, because I'm like trying to find my close-up picture here of him. Yeah, there he is. Oh, he looks so good. Oh, yeah. I'll admit, he does look really good. He looks like he's gonna be like one of the best ones in this wave.
Wow, yeah, I'm waiting for it.
Like, I really wish now, like, I really want to see an out-of-box look at his mask print, because I almost wonder if they actually did make the hole, like, an actual, like, cut in the face, or what they did. I wonder. But, I mean, it looks like it, but... And Clayton pointed out, as we discussed in the upcoming collab on Clayton's channel, he has, like, a upper torso articulation, like Tom does, which I think is awesome. Right. Comes with this little banjo. I think that's a cool accessory. Was that or like another axe I figured they'd give him? I do like they give him his banjo. It makes more sense. Right. We can't tell what his background is. Me and Clay were talking about it. I don't know what it is. It's so blurry and hard to tell. It kind of looks just like some area of the studio. I'm sure we'll recognize it by the time we get better pictures, like from Jakks, but oh yeah, right now I can't tell. I can't see it. Yeah, it's but so then we got the other. You talked about Piper in your other videos, so I mean, did, and now we have a better. I think this is a way better looking image at him too. This figure looks so cool, dude. Oh wow. I know I kind of was like, I wish they saved him for like a 3-pack, or I'll admit though, this figure does look really cool. It looks freaky as hell. I could just watch the money that goes right into my bank account just go right back out into the Walmart stores just so I can have these figures. Oh, dude, yeah. I'm like, honestly, I like his background. I like that he comes with the Miracle Station. That's such a cool pick for him. Because that's the first time you encounter him in game. You have to go run and hide. He comes with his little wrench, of course. And I'm like, yeah, Jakks nailed the look of the Butcher Gang Piper here. He looks so, like, you can see his tongue. You can see, like, the detail and, like, I love all the wash, like, the dark wash on him. He looks so dirty and, like, oh, dude, it looks really cool.
And then our final one here is Real World Bendy, which isn't really stated on the box, but I mean, I'm sure everybody knows that.
Yeah, from what the leaks were going by, it was like Real World Bendy, and I'm like, this is a really cool one. Now, I kind of figured at one point Jakks would do this. They'd make just like a recolored figure from like one of their previous waves, but for Bendy, it actually is okay. It makes sense, and I actually kind of like this because it goes well with the plushies. It has that more black and white feel, and then with a bit of color, with the red bow tie, the blue suit, and I'm like, I do like it. I kind of like that you have like a bunch of these like black and yellow Toon World figures, and now this one figure that has a bit more color to it, or at least more of a color palette.
Right.
And then, oh man, it does look really cool.
I'm excited for it.
But Bendy here, Real World Bendy, comes with the Illusion of Living book, which I think is a really awesome accessory, especially like if you've played the game and you know how it ends. That makes so much sense. And I was trying to figure out what it was with Clayton, but I think I know what his thing is, and I think that's really cool. It looks like a Archgate, like whatever it's called, it's like Archgate Studios or Archgate, I don't know. The kind of like
a door.
It's like a door from like I think the opening of the game as Audrey in the real world, but it's like Archgate. It's like a office door, and it's got like the Archgate logo. And Archgate is kind of like if people don't know, it's the studio owned by Nathan Arch, who ended up buying the like kind of rights to the Bendy world after Joey had died, and that's kind of what Audrey works under. If you've played the game, I'm sure you know. But that is really cool. That is a really cool, and it very fits like the figure and that whole real world setting kind of idea.
Right.
So I do really think that is really awesome looking. And I do want to quickly mention, since we're kind of wrapping this up here, because it does look like that's all we have for right now. The picture here, again, I'll have it on screen, was by, let's see here. Oh dear, I'm gonna go under Yosuks is how I'm gonna pronounce this. That, from what I can tell, this was the first person to post this picture on Twitter. So again, thank you, Yosuks, for, heck, even the Meatly had commented on his tweet. So this obviously was a big deal, and Yosuks posting this was really awesome to share this news. And again, for Clayton to reach out to me and let me know, hey, this just dropped, and I was let know of it.
I'm pretty sure I had you flabbergasted.
I was like on the phone with him, and I was like, oh dude, I just made a video, and I'm like, and we just recorded our collab too. So Clayton might throw some of these pictures in on the last segment of it, because like in the last part we do talk about some of like the newer stuff coming out, so I could see him kind of like throwing in some of these pictures, or maybe we'll like do another thing to talk about it, or maybe not, just because we're doing it now.
Right,
but at least
it's possible.
But at least we could kind of both talk about these and get it out on my channel to you guys, so at least now you're caught up to speed. I have kind of become, the joke is like the Bendy news guy for Jakks, because I've like started it. Now I'm like, I've kind of, you know what I mean? I've kind of thrown myself under. I kind of have to stay committed to this. May as well.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
I'm just here. I'm just here along with the ride.
But yeah, so there you go, guys. So yeah, this video is almost like 20 minutes, so I think we are going to wrap this up, because I'm going to edit this. I don't know when this is going to come out, but I will be working on this video, and by the time you see it, I hope you enjoyed seeing all these cool news. Thank you to all the people who were sharing the news and getting it out there, but it does look like these are hitting, so check depending on where you are, this could be in Canada. If you're in the States, don't get too excited quite yet, but I'd say maybe people in Canada, like where I'm from, maybe start looking around. Toys R Us's, Walmart's, these could be hitting.
Right. So yeah, that's that. So hopefully they do come soon, and when they do, me and Cartoon Fox Guy will definitely be reviewing them for you.
Oh yeah, we definitely both will. Clayton will have his reviews out, I'm sure, as soon as he can get his hands on them. I will as well. I'm more on a tight budget, so I'll do my best to get these out for you guys as soon as I can find them. And yeah, so again, thank you for popping on the channel with me today, Clayton, and it was good chatting with you about some cool new bendy news.
It's a pleasure to be here and talking with you, so yeah, no problem, anytime.
Alrighty, and you guys know the drill. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content to come. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys!
See ya!